Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Yeah.
ladies. How are you today?
Very much awake. How
Still
about
half
you?
awake.
Me, I'm half asleep.
Okay. All right. So this is first thing in the morning
Yeah,
Yes,
welcome.
again.
welcome. Welcome,
Yeah.
Good
everybody.
morning to the 111 million people in the Philippines.
Yes, good
Yes.
Yeah,
morning.
and good morning to the 90 million fans of BTS out there.
Wow.
Wow.
BTS
Myself included.
fans.
Are you included? Cham, are
Oh.
you included?
I'm a fan of those fans of the BTS. Okay, yeah.
Me,
So I'm a
I'm
fan.
beginning to be a fan now.
Oh, you're an
Oh,
army. Welcome.
Yeah.
oh. Do you need a
Yeah.
training for that?
Yes, we do. We need
Oh,
to.
okay.
You need to know how to dance, jam,
Oh,
sing,
oh, dancing.
like
Oh, no problem.
Marilyn. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
What
Okay.
happened, Marilyn?
What?
I mean, is it because of your daughter?
Oh yeah, and the two boys too. All of
Ah,
them.
really?
All right. So that's great news. Okay. All right.
That's
And
great.
good morning to all of Southeast Asia, East Asia, to all the
Central
Asians,
Asian.
Europe, the Americas, Antarctica.
Today so it's going to be a very special episode because
Mhm.
we're gonna learn something very useful,
That's
very
right.
inspiring, and I think it's gonna be very touching for everybody out there,
Mhm.
especially during this time of pandemic. And it's all about positivity.
Correct.
Ah, that's
So
true.
we're going to be a little more confident, or if
Mhm.
for others maybe it's going to be you're going to be very very confident after this
Mhm.
episode, hopefully. Okay, so
All right.
let's start. All right. Our guest for today used to be one of the best teachers at an ESL online company where we all used to work for. Okay, except for me. Of course, I'm still working there. She was then promoted as QA, then left for her so-called vacation. Now, aside from being a mom of two smart kids and a caring wife, she's also an entrepreneur, an event host, a trainer, and a life goals mentor. She's
Ooh.
also the founder of the Fulfilled Women community on Facebook. Okay, it's a sisterhood of ambitious Pinays who encourage each other to chase after their God given gifts. All right, that particular community has about 6,000 followers and is continuously growing. She recently had a 3-day self doubt no more confidence booster challenge. And I think I need this. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, this lady has reached her dreams of becoming a motivational speaker, best selling author, and an award winning actress. Let's welcome Vivienne Grace Bigornia.
Yay!
Hello,
Yes.
everybody.
Good
So
morning.
nice
Good
to be here. Good
morning.
morning. Thank you
Good
for inviting
morning.
me here.
It's an honor to have you
Yes.
here.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you so much and good research on that introduction.
Thank you, the internet, Facebook, for
Yeah.
giving us the chance to
And
stalk.
LinkedIn. Thank
Oh,
you.
LinkedIn too. Yeah, we got to stalk Miss Vivienne.
Mm.
All right.
So, how are you, Madame V?
Doing good. I hope I make sense today. I'm like half asleep. so,
Oh.
but
Okay.
but hopefully we can have a good time together, learn from each other. And yeah, so excited to be here.
Yes. Oh,
Thank you for
okay.
saying yes. Thank you for
Mm-hmm.
granting our
Oh, sure.
request.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Always, yes.
Thank you. I know you've been very busy for the past few weeks. I've been
Yes.
seeing your posts,
Mm.
your events, and all that, and taking care of two kids as well, homeschooling them. So thank you
Mhm.
so much for being our guest this morning. Waking up Too early for
Yes.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
No worries.
Are you
My
an
son is just right
sorry?
beside me doing math
Oh,
sticks.
wow.
Oh, that's early.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Are you an early riser, Vivian?
I want to be. No, I
Oh,
used to be.
oh.
And then, yeah, like a few months ago, my husband started another work, and
Mhm.
so I kind of sleep late this past few months. I
Mhm.
I turned into a night owl.
Oh, but yeah, thank you for getting up early for this
And no worries.
Yes.
special
Yeah.
episode. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Thank you for having that still energy. Last night I saw her event online, and she was like this kind of happy,
Oh.
and until now she has still had the energy.
She still has the
It's
energy.
like,
We've got to
damn.
have that.
I know, considering she's half awake like me.
Yeah. How much
I
more
know.
if she's fully awake?
I know. Yeah.
All
You
right.
you'll have to find out.
Okay. I was not able to see Vivienne in the flesh. Was it just Marilyn? How about you, Jenny? Have you
No,
actually
I
met her?
haven't.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Well, even on Zoom, we're very happy to have
yes.
met you, Vivienne. Nice to meet
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Vivian.
Yeah.
All
How should
right.
Um,
we address you, by the way?
Yeah, Vivian. Yeah.
Vivian.
Vivienne or
Yes.
Madame Fulfill? Should we call you
Yeah. Yes.
Madame
Some
Fulfill?
people, that's what
Madame.
they call me. Yeah, madam.
Madame. Okay, Madame
Madame.
Vivienne. All right.
Madame Vivian.
Okay.
Even my friends, that's what they call me, madam.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, well, speaking of that, I mean, it's good that Madame Vivian is here because we
Mhm.
have a letter
Oh,
from one of our listeners. And I
Mhm.
think this person needs some pieces of advice from
mhm,
Madame.
mhm.
So, shall I start reading the letter?
Yes.
Let's find
Okay.
out. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So let's begin. I'm going to start now. Dear ladies of First Thing in the Morning,
Mhm.
I have known this self doubt or distrust in myself since I was a child. That's why I prefer being alone. I prefer not doing things for others unless it's necessary, so they won't expect anything from me. I've been cautious in accepting responsibilities because I'm afraid that I will fail and I won't meet other people's expectations. I'm actually content being myself and remain in my comfort zone. I think it's because for many of years since I was a child, I was always reprimanded for doing or not doing things. Oh. My life is a continuous cycle of self doubt, like whether I can do it or not, what other people will say of me if I fail, feeling of I'm not good enough, capable enough, talented enough. I remember when I was in college, I was asked by my professor to give a presentation for a school event because he thought that my speaking skills are good. I couldn't say no because he's one of the professors who I really looked up to. That day came and I didn't attend the event. Oh, she did not show up. There was no sight of me everywhere. I felt like my nervousness was eating me alive. I didn't have the courage to speak in front of a big audience. I was asking myself, who am I to give that presentation? Will professors and students listen to me? Am I the right person to do this? I don't have the perfect conviction to give a presentation. Well, fortunately, my professor understood how I felt that time. He forgave after me saying my apologies, but I kept the distance from him because of fear of being asked to give a presentation again. Recently at work, I was informed by my immediate supervisor that he'd appoint me to be his assistant in handling our department. He said he saw how professional I am in performing my responsibilities, and it's about time for me to advance my career. And just like what happened in college, I declined the promotion. I feel that I'm not capable enough to assist our department, excuse me.
Mhm.
What if my manager asks me to do harder task? What if I mess up? What if my manager resigns? Who's going to take over his position? I think that the management will choose me to handle our department if that happens. What if I fail him? Or worst, the whole management? I really don't know if I'm being too hard on myself. I always want to run away from things that make me uncomfortable. Is it too much? Am I a hopeless case? I hope you enlighten me. More power to your podcast, Lucas.
Lucas.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Lucas, for
Lucas,
Very
for
sending
nice
your
that
name.
letter.
letter. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you,
Yeah.
Lucas.
Yeah. So I think Lucas here is having a like a self doubt
Mhm.
about
Mm-hmm.
himself.
It seems to be a lot of self-doubt.
Yeah, ever
Yes, and very,
since
mm,
he was child. Yeah,
ever since he was a child. Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
because it says in his letter he was always reprimanded for doing or not doing things. So probably
Mhm.
it began when he was still a child. It rooted from his
Mhm.
childhood.
right, right. Yeah, can be possibly.
Everything. Mm-hmm.
Uh, so Vivian, can you tell us what is self doubt? What is this kind of
Um,
feeling?
yeah. So just like what Lucas has experienced, self-doubt
Mm,
is, well, word itself, doubting yourself
Mhm.
and doubting your capabilities, doubting that you are able to do things. And
Mhm.
self-doubt would spring into different more feelings of insecurities, of fear of failure, of
Mhm.
fear of showing up, just exactly like Lucas. And everybody has this. Everybody has
Mhm.
self-doubt. Every time that you are going to do something different, something new, something bigger, or
Mhm.
something big, and something that is out of your comfort zone, this
Mhm.
is what everybody feels, self doubt.
mm,
But some people linger in self doubt, but some
mm,
people, they overcome it. So
Mhm.
you have to choose, who do you want to be? The one that lingers in self doubt and do not accomplish anything, or someone who overcomes fear, who overcomes self doubt, fails, get bruised,
Mhm.
experience pain, but
mhm,
he overcomes self doubt. So who are you going to
Mhm.
be?
Oh,
Mm,
hard decision.
yeah.
Yes.
mm.
Okay.
But
So we've got to choose.
you've asked us question. Is it difficult to overcome that self doubt in you?
Yes, that's my question.
Yes.
Mhm.
it, it is. It is difficult to overcome self doubt, but you can't go from grade 1 to 12th grade, can you?
Mm.
Mm-hmm,
Right? When you
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
are in
correct.
grade 1, the next thing that you're going to do is to step into grade 2.
Yeah.
And then
Mhm.
when you're in grade 2, you step into grade 3. And so
Mhm.
when you try to step from grade 1 to grade 12, then it's going to be, it's not, is it impossible? I don't know if anyone has ever done that, but it's kind of harder. So if you want to overcome self-doubt, you just take one baby step at a time,
Mm.
you know
Mm,
and then you pat yourself in the back. Oh, I
You
went
did.
from grade 1 to grade 2. And then you step
Okay.
a little bit further, and then
Mhm.
give yourself a pat in the back. Oh, I made it to grade
Mhm.
3. You just take little steps to get you
Mhm.
ahead. It doesn't have to be a bold,
Mhm.
wide. Well, if you're up to it, if you're up for it, then go for it. But
Mhm.
if you're afraid, then just take little steps and little
yeah.
more steps and
Mhm.
little more steps. You know,
So
Mm.
it's a process. Don't jump.
yeah.
So
Or
Lucas here,
you'd fall. Mhm.
yeah,
Oh,
Lucas
Mhm.
here lingers to that self-doubt, basically, right? Our
Yes.
mhm.
letter center, yes. But
Mm.
why do people, stop there, lingers to self-doubt and not, jump to that and overcome
Yeah,
their
some
fear
people do that.
Yeah.
for a very long
Which
time?
is right, right. Which is very common.
Mm-hmm,
Which
mm-hmm.
is the
Mm.
natural reaction of people,
Mhm.
because that is our brain telling us to be safe. Our
Mm.
brain is created
Oh.
for us to be safe. There is a portion in our brain, it's called the amygdala. And the
Mm.
amygdala is responsible for our safety. So let's say that there's a tiger in front of you. So the amygdala is going to alert you, there's a tiger, go away. Like you're
Mm.
not going to have the
Oh.
tiger right in front of you and say, hi, how are you? Oh, it's my first time to see a tiger. That's so amazing. It's not what you're going to
Mm.
say, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
so your
yeah.
amygdala is trying to make you safe. Now,
Mhm.
here's the thing. Sometimes the amygdala also keeps us safe by saying, do not go to that presentation
Mm.
because you're going to
Mm.
fail and it's
Yeah,
going to
yeah, yeah.
hurt you. And that's what he
Mhm.
does too. That's why we have to process our feelings. We have to process our thoughts. We have to know what is really going on. If you do that presentation, are you gonna die? Are
Of
you?
course.
But
Well,
that's the difference. That's the difference
mhm.
between the tiger. Because if you're in front of the
Mm.
tiger and you play with the tiger, you're gonna die.
Die. That,
Most
yes,
Yeah, yeah.
likely, unless you're a trainer.
definitely. Mm.
Yeah. Like Lucas, saying
Mm-hmm.
yes to his supervisor.
Yes, yes.
um
Mm.
yeah, saying yes to his supervisor, is he gonna die if he says yes? Is He's not,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like he
Mm.
could try, he could
Mhm.
fail, yes, he could
Mhm.
fail, but 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 you're not gonna die.
Yeah. Okay.
So you
So.
process your feelings. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, by accepting, yeah,
Mhm.
you're going to ask, am I going to die if I fail? Obviously not. Maybe a little heart attack for me, I think.
A little
A
hard. Yeah,
little,
just
a
a
little.
little.
But I won't die, right? Or there's a chance of me surviving. Yeah, if that
Mhm.
That's
happens.
true.
Okay, that's right. So
Right.
process the feelings.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
What about Miss Madame Vivian? What about knowing your weaknesses and strengths? Can that help?
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. It can help. But also, do not label yourself. Like you say that your weakness is really speaking in public and like you're so not good at it. If you label yourself like that,
Mm-hmm.
then you're
Mm-hmm.
never going to be able to speak in public.
Mm.
So be
Ah.
careful also in picking the words that you say about yourself.
Mhm.
So I'm
Mm-hmm.
so not good in presentations. If
Mhm.
you're saying it again and again, your brain is going to believe that.
Mm.
Your
Mm-hmm.
mind is going to tell you you are not good at presentation. Never again. Do not ever accept any
Mhm.
Ah.
invitation when you're presenting. And so it becomes stronger.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there is in our brain. I forgot what part of the brain it is. So we are in science right now.
Okay, that's
That's okay. That's okay.
So when you think of a thought,
Mhm.
imagine that there is a scratch happening in a part of your brain.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you keep thinking of that thought, the scratch in that brain deepens. If you
Oh.
keep thinking and thinking about it. So if you
Mhm.
keep thinking that I'm not a good public speaker, and then you keep
Mm-hmm.
saying that, you know what, Mars, you know what, Marilyn, I'm really not good at speaking. And then you put another scratch on it. It deepens, scratch deepens.
Mhm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then your professor asked you to do a presentation and you said yes. And then you failed. And that
Mm-hmm.
experience, so that thought
Mhm.
together with the experience, it deepens the scratch even
Oh, okay.
more.
Uh-huh.
And so every single time that you think about speaking in public, you have goosebumps and you get so
Mhm.
scared. You have palpitation, you have
Mhm.
panic
Mm-hmm.
attacks. Like, I never,
Oh
ever
my.
gonna do that again.
Okay.
And so it really starts with your thought. You
Mhm.
have to
Yeah.
change the stories that you are telling yourself.
Mhm.
So you can say that, you know, I am not that good in public speaking, but maybe I can learn. Maybe
Mhm.
I can learn from someone. Or I'm not that good, but maybe I could practice. So
Mhm.
don't put that label that you can't, because you're
Mm-hmm.
stopping yourself from growth. And if
Mhm.
you're not growing, you're decaying. If you're not
Yeah.
growing, you're basically going downward.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
ouch.
So your thoughts are so important. The
Okay.
stories that you tell yourself are so
Mhm.
important.
So it
Oh,
starts with
it starts
one's
within you.
thoughts.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
That's
true.
right.
yeah.
Mhm.
So that's why
Mhm.
sometimes we
Exactly.
say we could be yeah, we could be the enemy of our own. We could be our
Ourselves.
own enemy,
Ah, yeah,
right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. You're,
Absolutely. Yes.
Uh,
so thinking should
Mhm.
be.
Positive thinking. But
Mhm.
of course, nowadays it's not really easy to think of positive thoughts because of
Hmm.
what's happening around us. So,
Mhm.
how can we, you know,
And that's legit. Yes,
Mhm.
because it's not just you experiencing the fear of, of the pandemic, fear
Mhm.
of uncertainty, fear of, losing your job or
yeah, yeah.
your business going bankrupt. So it's legitimate. It's a legit
Mhm.
feeling of uncertainty, of fear, of doubts.
Mhm.
But you can protect yourself by, thoughts again.
Mhm.
Mhm.
You
Yes.
see, you process your thoughts. Has this ever happened before? This happened,
Mhm.
something similar like the Spanish flu,
Mhm.
the Black Plague, or
Mhm.
the Great
Yeah.
Depression, the wars. I mean,
Mhm.
this has happened before,
Mhm.
but were we able to rise up? was
Yeah.
was the whole world able to rise
Mhm.
up? It's a yes, right?
Yes,
So do
Mhm.
you
definitely.
think,
Mhm.
is there a possibility that we will be able to rise up?
Mm.
Yes,
Mhm.
right?
Yes,
There is a
definitely.
possibility.
Yes.
That this is the nation, these are the countries, but are there individuals who went bankrupt? Are there individuals who lost their jobs, and were they able to
And
rise up?
still,
Yeah.
yes,
They were,
you're
right?
you're right.
So you
Yes.
Yeah.
process your thoughts, because sometimes you're just thinking about you know how bad your situation is.
Yes, yes,
but
yes.
but this is just a season. You always have to remember that this is just a season.
Mhm.
It's not always sunny. It's not always rainy. I mean, for other
Mhm.
countries, there's
Mhm.
winter, there's a fall. It's not
Yeah.
always winter. So
Mhm.
this is a season. Remember that if there is something that is happening in your life, think to yourself that this is a season.
Mm.
This will be over. And you ask God, Lord, what am I going to learn from this? What am I supposed to learn? Because there's something that you can learn from this experience that you will be able to carry on to the next chapter, to the next phase of your life.
Mhm.
Mhm.
No matter how bad it is, yeah, you're still
Mm-hmm.
going to go
Right.
through it, right? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Good
think yeah,
thoughts.
nature can actually teach us that. There are typhoons. After the
Mm-hmm.
typhoons, yeah, we're back to normal
We're
again,
okay.
sunny
Yeah,
days.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Earthquakes, and then we're
Yes. They
okay.
happen anytime, right? Yeah. So
Mhm.
So
that's a
positive
really good
thoughts.
point.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just
Right,
it.
Marilyn?
Right.
Yes, that's true. Thank you, guys. Those are good thoughts, actually.
Yeah.
It resonates me because at times, yes, I feel this self-doubt. But can you, Vips, can you share with us some quick tips on
Mhm.
how we can
Mhm.
battle self-doubt in our daily lives?
The first one is
Mm-hmm.
what I have shared with you. Journal it, process your thoughts. This is something that I always do because it makes me, you say your feelings out loud. You get it out, you get your thoughts out there on paper, and you kind of realize that there are different sides of the coin. Like you
Mhm.
feel that I can never find a job again. I'm such a
Mhm.
loser. You keep thinking of that, and then you write it down, and then you see it on paper, and you're like, of course I can still have a job. Of course I'm not a
Mhm.
loser.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing for me, it's a good tip is really journaling it and processing your thoughts. And maybe if you're open to sharing it to other people, because sometimes
Mhm.
um, it's not easy to share, especially for people who do not really exactly understand what you're feeling.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're open to sharing it with a friend, well, that's good. But if not, then get a paper and a pen and journal it. And then another would be, as I shared, it's really thoughts. it's so important what you put in your mind.
Mhm.
And your input will determine your output. What are you watching? What are you listening? Are you listening to this podcast every week or every day
Mhm.
and give you inspiration? Then keep doing it.
Mhm.
So, be sure that what you are inputting in your head is really helping you.
Help.
So let's say that you have COVID or you have family members who have COVID, and then
Mhm.
you keep watching news of people dying with COVID. Is that going to
Oh,
help you? Or is that going
uh,
my
definitely
my
not.
daughter is shaking her head. It's not
Mhm.
going to help you. But if you watch the news or if you watch documentaries about people who have recovered from COVID and
Mhm.
what they have done to recover and what made recovery faster for them, is that going to give you hope or is that going to put you down? It's going to give you hope, right?
Oh, yes,
Mhm,
right.
mhm, mhm.
And that's the same situation. You still have COVID. Your family members still have COVID. But because you watch something differently, it changed. The
Mhm.
way you think and the way you react and the way you respond changes. So your input, whatever you input, is so important. And then
Mhm.
lastly, I would say, look around you. Look around you because you are not alone. Somewhere out there, there is also somebody who's experiencing the same fear, the same doubt, the same fear of judgment, the same feeling of insecurity or lack of self confidence that you are feeling,
Mhm.
but they were able to overcome. So if they can do it, you can do it
You
too.
can.
Yes.
Okay. If
Mhm.
others can do, what can I do? Okay, sorry. I just changed it. If others can do, why can't I? Right?
Right.
Okay, I
Yeah.
can do
Yes,
it.
yes.
Correct.
And you, Madame Viv, you mentioned that aside from journaling, if you're comfortable to sharing it to people, then it's also a good thing. But what kind of people should we share our, thoughts to?
Well, that is a good question. Well, number one, people that you're comfortable with sharing your feelings, because you know every everyone has different experiences,
Mhm.
and the way that they are going to give you advice or even the way that they are going to listen or not listen
Mhm.
is depending on their experiences. So you take a look at them, and is this the kind of life that I want to live? You look at their lives, and if you see that, um, well, I don't think that this person is going to give me sound advice, so
Mhm.
maybe that's not the right person. And you look at another friend and you see that, you know this is a wise counsel, or maybe she's not even gonna give you an advice. She's just gonna be there to listen and allow you to process your thoughts, like give you questions and, you know trigger your brain to really think
Mhm.
more about your situation. Then maybe that person is the one that you can talk to. Yeah.
Mm. So
You
be
just have
careful
to,
also to,
yeah, who
choose
you're
the right
talking to
people. Yeah.
and what you're watching, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Right.
And about journaling, well, nowadays, because of social media, we've got online journals. We're like, journaling online. You think that when you post something about how you're feeling online, everyone can read it, can comment on it. Okay, that particular example, you think that's the kind of journaling we can also get into? Posting?
I would personally say no.
No. Okay. Because
Yes.
a lot of
What?
people do that
Yeah.
these days. Mhm.
Yes. Because when you get yourself out there,
Mhm.
you are getting yourself vulnerable to everybody. So what did I say
Mhm.
a while ago? You be careful who you share your mind to.
Mhm.
You be
Mhm,
Mhm.
careful who
mhm.
share your feelings to, because they might judge you. And if you
Mhm.
become vulnerable on social media, there are a lot of people there.
Bashers.
I know, right?
Yes.
A
Okay.
whole lot
So
of
that's why
them.
we should be careful. Yeah.
Yes. So no, I don't think it's a good thing to post on social
Mm.
media. You process it on your own first,
Mhm.
and then if you're comfortable, then share it with someone that you
Mhm.
trust, someone that you know,
Mhm.
or get a life coach.
Oh, like Vivienne
Yeah, like
here.
Miss
Yeah,
Viv.
and then contact me. We can talk.
Why
Nice
assistant to me?
segue. Nice segue.
Okay.
Can you tell us something about the fulfilled women community?
Yeah, so the fulfillment community, this came about. So just to give you a little bit of background. So wait, how about a second? 2021, you're right. So six
Mhm.
years ago,
Mhm.
6 years ago, I was battling with postpartum depression, and my life just went dark.
Oh.
This is
Mhm.
me. This is the real me,
Mhm.
like very jolly, very colorful, very vibrant, and
Mhm.
you know, I'm an achiever, I'm sociable, I'm always out there talking to people, helping people, serving. And then I became a mom. After I became a mom, I was just at home, and I was just um, taking care of our daughter, just the two of us, breastfeeding, changing diapers 24/7. And then I became depressed because it was so different from the life that I am used to.
Mhm.
So it went on for a year. And after that long battle with postpartum depression, I just told myself, I've had enough. Like, this is enough. I want Vivienne back. And so I started praying, said, Lord, please help me wake up excited again. Please help me wake up excited again. And I just prayed that over and over and over and over again. And so God, to cut this story short, God helped me to get back up. I started taking online classes. I started attending webinars. I started taking courses. And then my confidence came back. And I realized that there are a lot of women who are in the same situation as me. Like maybe they just had a breakup, or maybe someone died in their family, or maybe just like me, they had postpartum depression, or I don't know, something happened in their life, and they just want to get back up and go after their dreams. And that moment, I just realized that you know people need to hear my story, and people need a community. And I thought of a word that would describe what what the kind of community I would want to have, and the word is fulfilled. For me, fulfillment, being fulfilled, is finding out what you're meant for and
Mhm.
having the courage to go for it.
Mhm.
And so that was the start of the fulfilled women. I wanted to create a community that will be there for each other, would cheer each other to go after their God-given dreams. So that's what the community is all about. We have challenges. We just finished one last week. We have webinars. We have every day people are posting there about things that they go through, or things that inspire them. So yeah, so that's what the fulfilled woman is.
Mm. So by taking, even just by taking the first step, you're already, yeah, on your way to getting fulfilled, right?
Yes,
Is that
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Take one step.
Hmm. By
Mhm.
joining the webinars, okay, get putting yourself out there, you have to do something about it. So it doesn't mean
Mhm.
that being called fulfilled means that you have achieved a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's by taking the steps, learning the whole process of getting fulfilled. Okay, thank you
Mm-hmm.
for that,
Yeah, you've been
Vivian.
very
Mhm.
busy, Vivs, and I'm sure that a lot of women out there are also very busy. And you working as a mentor and life coach and all that, event host, entrepreneur, is it difficult to be a source of all those inspiration from you give out inspiration, you encourage them, and where do you get that energy? Is it mean, I think it should be nonstop, right? And every day you talk to many
Yeah.
ladies out there, not only in the Philippines, but you also get to talk to other people in other countries as well, as I see your post. So where,
Yes, right.
where do you get that the courage, or the insights, the sharing that you give out to all the people out there who support you, who believe in you?
Um, I'm not a superhuman. I'm an ordinary human being who gets tired.
Mhm.
I'm a human being who gets self-doubt every now and then, or more often than you can imagine. So to be able to give inspiration, you can't give from an empty cup. I'm sure you have heard of that. And so
Mhm.
Yes.
I have to be responsible for my own well-being. I have to be responsible for my own thoughts, for my own words. I have to be responsible for all those things. And where I get that energy comes from my passion. I'm so passionate about what I do. I'm so passionate about inspiring women and telling women that they can step further ahead in life if only they decide now. That's my expertise. My expertise is pulling them out of self-doubt, pulling women out of I can't do this to I can do this. That I feel like that's my superpower. Every time I do coaching session, my my clients, they would come up to me with low shoulders, scared or afraid of what to do and things like that. And then after a coaching session, they will be so pumped up and so ready to
Oh.
ready to go out there and conquer the world.
So that's how you
and
inspire.
and that
Okay.
inspires me. I mean, that thing inspires me. So when I keep doing that and I do talks like this, guestings on podcasts like this, it gives me that energy to give out more, because I know that I am helping people, and that's where I come from. I really want to help women to see, to take out that blurry vision that they have in their lives, make it clear. And in our community, because it's been around for many years, and I have seen so many women, countless of women, start their business, start a new career, shift their business, flourish in different fields that they are in. And I've seen a lot of examples of women who became courageous of going after their God-given dreams. And that inspires me, and that makes me go further. Last week we just finished a um, 3-day challenge about self-doubt, and there were a lot of women who messaged me, told me how it has impacted them and how it has helped them to kind of rise up again and stand up. And wow,
Mm.
you can't imagine, but right before that week, for 3 days I was battling with self-doubt.
Oh.
I was battling with insecurity. What am I doing? I'm going out there and sharing my story. What is this I'm doing? Who do I think I am?
Mm.
So I went through that. I went through the same process that I'm sharing with you. And so, it's not gonna end. I mean, self-doubt is, to be honest, not gonna end. And it's just not, it's going to be there again and again. But it's your choice. Will you let it linger? Or are you gonna
Yeah.
conquer it? So you have to make a choice.
Okay. So it
Yeah.
happens even to the fulfilled women, right? Self-doubt.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it
So that's-
does.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Where were you 20, 30 years ago, Vivienne? Yeah. Are we already late for this challenge? Can we still join? Yeah.
Absolutely. It's in our group. If you are on Facebook, we are on Facebook, the Fulfilled Women Community, Faith and Dreams. And
Mhm.
the challenge is there. You can go at it at your own pace.
Ah,
Yes. Go ahead and
okay.
watch it. Yes.
Okay. So
Ooh.
so girls, after that, maybe I'd be having my own business, my own podcast. So I might
Oh,
not
that's
I
be
know,
good.
right?
Just
We'll support
I don't
you.
know.
We'll support you, of
Yeah,
course.
we'll support
Let's
you.
see. Let's see what
That's
I
right.
can
Yeah,
do with
right.
that.
Writing their own books, launching their courses.
Oh,
It, it's
wow.
wow. It's just amazing what you can do if you just
Mm-hmm.
start getting clear on what you want to make happen in your life. You know,
Mm.
yeah,
Mm.
amazing,
Thank you.
amazing things can happen, you guys.
Yes,
I
thank you.
wonder, do men also message you? Because of course that's
Um,
about fulfilled women. What
right.
about
Yes, what
men?
about men?
That's a good question, but so far, so far, none yet.
Oh, not
Not
yet.
yet. Yeah.
Is
Okay.
it hard to coach men?
I've never coached men. I actually no one has ever asked me to coach male. I've never had a male client, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to have a male client. I feel like we have. I don't know. I feel like I cannot connect with them. I connect
Okay.
more with women, so I could give them to another coach. I'm sorry,
Okay.
guys.
Sorry, men. But anyway, whatever gender you are, I think you can still learn some bits and pieces from, whatever you are posting online.
Yeah.
Yeah, whether
Right.
you're a
Yeah.
woman, yeah,
Yes.
men or women, yeah, I
Mm.
think
Yeah. You
people
can
can
check out my
learn.
YouTube channel.
Okay.
Just search for the fulfilled women, and we have a bunch of short, snippets of inspiration in there. So if you cannot get in the group, because I will disapprove you if you're a male,
Oh.
you will be declined. So when you get
Okay.
declined, go to YouTube and find the fulfilled women.
Fulfilled women. Okay. Sorry. So it's really just for women.
But what
Okay.
about those who are pretending to be women? Is that okay?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I hope I find out, because I don't know.
Okay. So just search the fulfilled
Mm.
women, okay, on
Yes,
YouTube.
right.
All right. Okay. We'll take note of
Yeah.
that.
And
All
how
right.
can
Mhm.
they join? Is there something that they have to do to register?
Right. So if you wanna join the fulfilled women, if you have a Facebook group, if you have a Facebook account, just go there. And if you are a female, go to
Mm-hmm.
the fulfilled women community, Faith and Dreams. It's a free group. Anyone can join that. Any lady can join that. But
Okay.
we actually also have an exclusive accountability group and support group for women who's ready to go to the next level. So this one is called TFW Success Club, or the Fulfilled Women Success Club. This is a club, this is a group of women who's ready to go out there and ready to conquer the world, ready to go after their dreams. We have coaching sessions, we have mastermind sessions, and once in a while we have guests who come in to share their expertise. We talk about personal development, business, finance, and basically how you can be successful in what God wants you to do. So that's
Uh,
the fulfill. If you want to know more about that, just go to
Mm-hmm.
members.thefulfilledwomen.com, and you'll
Okay.
find TFW Success Club there.
All
right.
right.
So there you guys.
Yes.
Wow.
There,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you for the blessing. This is the kind of
Yes.
blessing that we need, right?
Yes, in the morning.
Thank you, Lord.
Start
To
waking
be
Yeah.
up.
Good morning,
impassioned.
everybody.
Yes. Good
Thank you.
morning.
So you start your day at around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Too?
um, I start my day at. It depends on what time my son will wake me up.
Oh.
Are they
He
awake?
actually
Because I
wakes
can
up.
hear.
Yeah, they are right in front of me.
Huh.
My son wakes up at like 5:30. Like, he doesn't go to
Whoa.
school,
That
but he
early?
wakes me up.
Mm.
Like, if I'm not awake by 8, he said, "Mommy, it's almost time for school." Like, he woke me up last Sunday. I'm like, "Anak, it's Sunday today."
Oh, your son is laughing.
They're awake now.
Come on, come on, guys. Come on, it's Sunday. Give mommy some rest.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much, Viv, for your time today. I know you're
Yeah.
too very
Yes.
busy and you still have the time for us. Thank you so much for that. And
Yes, you're so welcome.
thank you. And
Yeah.
everybody, I would just like to know, I would just like all of you to know, especially those ladies out there who are listening right now, and to my fellow Duzon employees as well. This lady has been a source of inspiration to many women. And personally, Viv, I'm not sure if you still remember, but you inspired
Oh,
me to create my own
oh.
blog many years ago, like more than 10 years ago, I think. And you encouraged me to start it. And until now, I still have my blog. Yeah.
What?
And you know what? You supported me during the first time. In fact, you were the only one who had been commenting on to all my posts every time I did that before. Yeah, every time I did it, then right away she would send a comment to my post, and she actually invited me to join the speakers bureau. Do you remember that? It's
Yeah.
like a Toastmasters club
Absolutely, yes.
in Duzon.
Yes,
It's like a speech club.
Right.
Yeah, and I can
Oh.
say
Yes.
that wow, it really enhances my speaking skills. And I can say that a part of me right now was because of you, because you opened the
Aw.
doors for me to learn many skills, especially on blogging, writing, speaking, and you started the spark in what I do right now. So all of you ladies out there listening right now, members of the Fulfilled Women community, you're in the good hands of Vivienne.
Oh, making me cry.
Oh, are you related
Okay.
to who's that reporter?
Doris
Vivienne?
Bigornia.
Yeah.
We were wondering. We were actually wondering about that.
I get asked that question a lot, but Vigoria is my married name, so it's my husband, my husband's
okay.
tita.
Okay.
He's claiming that there is his tita. They never met.
Okay, I see. But
Yeah.
we just don't know. Maybe they really are related, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, thank you for this inspiring day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for
You have
boosting.
shared with us.
welcome.
Thank you
Yes.
for boosting our confidence, and I hope that we can still have you back in our podcast.
Absolutely, yes.
Thank you
And
very
tonight
much.
you have a training, something.
Oh yeah, tonight we actually have a devotion every last Tuesday of the month. We share about anything in the Bible. We share a short devotion and anything about faith. So if you guys are in the group already, it's 8 p.m. tonight. We're gonna talk about shining bright, how to shine bright for God's glory. Yeah,
That's
there.
every last Tuesday of the month.
Last Tuesday of the
Regular.
month, right?
Okay,
Correct.
great.
Right. Yeah. Thank you again, you guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you,
Yes.
madam.
Thank you for sharing your laugh. Yeah, it
Yes,
energizes
good
us
morning.
too.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yes.
What an energy. So if you
All right.
guys would like us to talk about something else, a topic that you want us to discuss, and just like this, thank you, Lucas, for sending your
Oh yeah,
letter.
thank you,
You know,
Lucas.
Lucas is very dear to us.
Mhm.
So
I can relate to Lucas too.
Yeah.
Very much, right? Jen?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Send us a message.
Oh yeah, send us a message. Email us at ftitmorning@gmail.com. We also have some, social media accounts on Facebook, First Thing in the Morning, on Instagram, First Thing in the Morning PH, and the episodes are actually uploaded on our YouTube channel, First Thing in the Morning Podcast.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you for that. Okay, so
Alright.
I think we are ready to face another day.
Yes.
Correct?
That's true.
Yes. So we'll talk to each other again. First thing in the morning. Yeah. This is
Yep.
Jam.
Jenny.
And Mars.
Thank you, Miss Vivian.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
Have
so
a great
much.
day.
Yes.
Yes.
Bye, guys. Thank
Great
you.
to have you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
See ya.
See you next time.